What's good, people? It's about that time to randomly relate. Reverse rants, no hate. So, tried to put the final nail in the coffin on this whole thing, but then it's like, something's always coming up. And it's not about digging up old dirt, actually. This is just about the wake-up call that a lot of people just got. Showbiz The Adult. I was watching this channel. Somebody told me, he said, man, check out Showbiz. He talking that same shit you be talking, man. He's like same exact stuff you said. He's saying it. For starters, right? I clearly said, for everybody that's talking about, oh, that's why Deontay Wilder wasn't throwing punches. Because he had a torn bicep, tore the meat right off the bone. Deontay Wilder wasn't throwing punches. All of a sudden now he wasn't throwing punches. Yeah, he was throwing punches. He didn't have a hard time at all throwing punches. He had a hard time landing them shits. Because Tay Jones said it. Tay Jones said one thing, Shelly Finkel said something different. Showbiz basically, he said they was hyping up the fight. He said Deontay Wilder was doing what he was supposed to do. He was training, he was this and that. Just like Anthony Joshua. AJ ain't say nothing. He was just preparing for his fight. There's a completely big difference between those two situations, though. One, AJ never made excuses as to why he lost. Even when we heard about him getting concussed by Seraphine herself said that. Now, whether it actually happened or not has no effect on the fact. It has nothing to do with the fact AJ wasn't making excuses. He didn't say anything at the end of the fight. Nothing. He didn't say anything. That's one difference. Anything that anybody's saying in Wilder's defense, initially, as far as the costume, the weak legs, I had no legs, my costume was heavy, that was Wilder shit. All that other stuff, the poison water, the glove gate, all that floppy glove, all that other stuff, that was all these boxing channels. So it's not even the same situation. Now, as far as the fact that as far as him training or whatever surgery, if he had any type of surgery or whatever happened, if he got injured in that fight, that's not the same thing. And even if he got injured in that fight, it wasn't enough to where it showed anything. So nah, I've known people that had. Look, I know there's no way in hell. There's no way in hell you throwing punches the way he was doing. Nah. He was just shooting fucking powerful guns not too long ago, right? Look. Yo, look, man, listen. For all of y'all that don't understand that it does not matter how delusional you are. It does not matter how much you want someone to win. The reality is the truth of what happened versus the claims, and they don't add up. You're only pissing yourselves off, because I realize the more we say it's bullshit, the more y'all want to try to prove us wrong. And what y'all fail to realize is all we're doing is using the so-called evidence, the information. That's all we're going by. Now, if you want to go by he said, she said, well, when somebody from Wilder's camp says, oh, he was hurt, he was this, he was that, then somebody else says, no, he wasn't. Shelly Finkel said he banged his arm up a bit. That's what he said. Junior Fox never. And here's the crazy thing. They talk about people misconstruing what Wilder says, right? Junior Fox said he hurt his arm, but he don't know the extent of how bad his arm was hurt. He never said, oh, he tore the meat right off the bone. That was Tay Jones who said that. And my thing was as far as Wilder, you could have easily just debunked that, but he didn't. So through the times, right? The whole time we talking about this, the conclusion that I came to is, you know what? And I'm just looking at it, and I'm like, Wilder is okay with everything that's being said. That's why he's not talking. Because he'd rather people believe that He lost because he was cheated. Not because that guy was just too good. He just couldn't beat him. No, he would rather people believe that he was cheated. Okay, that's why he's not intervening and letting people believe his nonsense, right? Showbiz basically said the same shit. He just worded it different. He said Deontay was doing what he was supposed to do. So they say he got a dent in his head and all that, and torn bicep to build him to be Superman. Did I not say that same shit pretty much? Just not the same word for word, but did not basically the overall point. Didn't I say that? Y'all trying to make him look like Superman. He got hit with a blunt metal object in his head, got a dent in his head and all that. Now the man has a dent in his head, but he's cleared to fight. At what point was he not cleared to fight? Now think about it. Showbiz said that his sparring partner said he was ready to fight since July or something like that. And then COVID happened. And that's why the fight didn't happen. We was told, I remember them clearly saying Deontay had to get surgery on his arm. But, like I said, just to give the benefit of a doubt, let's say he got hurt in the fight. Okay, shit happens. That's not the same as you going into a fight. Okay, with a torn bicep. Which is why when I made the comment, why was it not double standard for Wilder? That AJ should have all the AJ haters were saying that AJ should have called the fight off. Oh, you can't use that as no excuse. What excuse was AJ making? The fans, everybody. Here's the funny thing. Even those same people that hate AJ was saying something definitely wasn't right with AJ. They was even saying it. So I'm like, what are y'all make no sense. Y'all are saying something wasn't right. He definitely didn't look like himself in the beginning of that fight. And regardless, he got his ass kicked. All right? Simple. But he came back, got his belts back. Criticism still stayed there. Oh, man, well, yada, yada, yada. Okay. It's not the same situation. I know what Showbiz is saying. I understand what he's saying, but it's not the same situation at all. And then, two, the excuses that Wilder himself made, the fans are now saying, oh, he didn't say that. Why? Because Tay Jones said he didn't say it. So when I said I don't care what Tay Jones has to say, it's not coming from the horse's mouth. And the whole point wasn't about, we got to get to the bottom of this whole thing. Tay Jones is going to clear it up. No, I told y'all it was going to be nothing but more allegations. Do y'all really fucking think that man has a dent in his skull? Here's the funny thing. Blue Blood said it was irresponsible of Lance Pugmire to make that comment and say he diagnosed Deontay Wilder as being, going through depression. This the same man that sat there and showed a fucking so-called graph, a picture of Deontay Wilder's skull. It's the same man that sat there and took the word of his brother Marcellus saying the autopsy said Deontay had a dent in his head. You talk about irresponsible. Look at those choice of words. The doctor said the autopsy said it. So basically, Deontay Wilder fucking died, and nobody knew it. And somehow he came back to life. I mean, they tried to treat it like, he meant to say the X-ray. He just made a mistake. No, man. See, here's the reality that people don't want to deal with. All that stuff that was said was nothing but lies. And see, when Showbiz is saying it, they're using that to sell the fight. I get what he's saying. But here's the reality. The motherfuckers wasn't using that to sell no fucking fight. They was making excuses. And they was lying. All right, let's look at it like it is. They use lies. Lies. How do you look? Remember when Tay Jones said they got all the evidence that they need. Deontay's going to wait till after the third fight, and we're going to get this dirty motherfucker about the sport. Do you know that after the third fight, very few people are going to be thinking about what was said? all these allegations and lies, they're not even going to be focused on that. They're going to be focused on the new drama, whatever that's going to be from this third fight. So I don't give a shit about who said this, who said that, who said what. In terms of what we was trying to find was, okay, all we want to see is this evidence y'all talking about y'all got. And there was people, oh man, y'all selling out just because he ain't got the evidence, so what? The fuck you mean? If you say you got evidence, show the evidence. But remember, it wasn't Wilder. All these other people, and that's why we were saying, why is not Wilder not talking? It's starting to make some sense now, isn't it? No, the motherfucker don't have no dent in his fucking head. If he did, it was something that he was born with. Something. Maybe that's just the way. Maybe he had. Now, this is what I'm saying. Now, the same way y'all paying attention to that X-ray, let's look and see if Deontay has. They'll show. We'll get a close up of him. Let's see if that dent is in his head, right? Even if it's a dent in his head, it ain't come from no fucking fight with no damn Tyson Fury. And he's been cleared to fight. He's never been. Do you think that if Deontay Wilder, he's supposed to fight? Think about this. He's supposed to fight Fury. Do you think that Deontay Wilder, a doctor, Showbiz said the same shit I've been saying. You think that the doctor or whoever's going to risk their license, do you think that that's going to happen? Oh, yeah, he has a dent in his head, but I'm going to clear him to fight. Did I not say all of the same shit? I don't know how long ago Showbiz realized these things, but do you know how long ago it was I was saying this shit? Y'all got to understand that. That man, if he had a dent in his head, think about what y'all are saying. He has a dent in his head. Okay? I'm not here to play Dr. Seuss, but if y'all just even took the time to just, what would the effects of a dent to the skull be? Y'all would feel really stupid. The fact that y'all even believe that shit. So when I heard this and we wasn't hearing from Wilder, we're saying, okay, so that means there's a lawsuit coming up then. Nope. So the only thing Deontay's going to do is, okay, let me go through all this medical shit, get all these surgeries and get healed up from this man that cheat me because he beat me with weapons in his hands and did all kinds of dirty shit, poisoned my water, all that. Right. Somehow Fury poisoned his water. Oh, no, it was Mark Breland. What never made sense was the allegations and his silence. What made sense was that none of this was coming from Wilder. This was all bullshit excuses because these people, I told you, and that goes to show you, you see these fucking channels that claim they support him so much, you see, they have their own personal agenda because they're making money on their Patreons from all this shit. Thank you, brother, for the donation. Thank you, brother. You know, we come with the best content, man. We try to let y'all know what's going on, man. Thank you, brother. Thank you for the donation, brother. Thank you. Yeah, that's what they're doing. Everything that someone said on behalf of Deontay Wilder, they took it to face value and tried to, oh yeah, see, because even such and such said, and this and this and this and this. Now, check this out. When somebody else says something from his camp, somebody who's not against him but say something that's opposite of what was said to make him look good, they don't know what they're talking about. Now, I just saw some videos, and I'm not even going to go into who's who because I really don't even care. But it's the usual suspects, man. Oh, people are trying to use fake propaganda to try to get Wilder to speak. Right. Y'all lost the whole grip. Lost the complete control of that whole bullshit about, what was it about again? The torn by, no, all the poison water, all that other shit, the glove gate. Y'all, and they're going to always say, oh, he did cheat. But here's the thing. They lost their grip on that one. So then he comes up with the whole, oh, Deontay's, he's not speaking to anybody because people misconstrue what he say. Now, oh, people are trying to make him talk. Okay, what is he, illiterate or something? If he talks, then what's going to happen to him? And I'm like, wow, these motherfuckers will use any angle to try to get some more subscribers, some more of that Patreon money. They'll do any angle to do it. And I'm sitting back like, right. Well, now, anybody that knows anything, okay, about a torn bicep, if you ever had it, you know. And if you ripped it off the bone, no. No, fights off. Fights off. So the double standard I mentioned was that AJ, if he was concussed and y'all feel like the fight should have been off, but you feel like Deontay ripped his meat off the bone, but he didn't want to let his fans down. People would have been pissed off for that, man. Okay, AJ had a boatload of people come from the UK. Come all the way over here. Like I said before, he don't have that same pressure on his shoulders. That's all I was saying. Because think about this. If you was managing Deontay Wilder and he tore his bicep off the bone, you gonna sit there and send him in the ring like that? Think about it. Common sense. Y'all love him so much, right? Think about it. Well, that's what warriors do. No, warriors don't get affected by costume either. Warriors they fight in their armor, way heavier. You know how heavy a sword is. Y'all ever held a sword and shield and all that armor that goes on? Okay, that's the kind of shit warriors do. That's what they do, and they don't make excuses for losing. That's what y'all did. Y'all came up with all this bullshit, and y'all actually believe that this man had a dent in his skull, but was cleared to fight. This man tore the meat off his bones, but was cleared to fight. All of this stuff that y'all claim, this man was hit in the head with a blunt metal object by a nameless, faceless doctor. This motherfucker, that farmer guy was paid off. Then he was threatened. The photographer was threatened by... all of these things that y'all said, everything was to take the attention off the stupid parts of what y'all said. But it had so many stupid parts. It's like y'all was just scrambling around trying to find out where to go, which way to go. And every time a channel drop a video saying something about Deontay Wilder, y'all jump on to see what it is, and then y'all run around and repeat everything that they say as if it's facts because they're saying it. So Showbiz, he put that out there, and he said his points. And like I said, I agree with the points he made. But let's say it like it is. The motherfuckers lied. So Tay Jones sat there and did an interview with Kurt DeVille the other week. And y'all believe that? It was a great interview. What was great about it? Because in your eyes, you think he made Deontay Wilder shine in that video? You think he said something that gave Deontay Wilder props that made him what? The best news that I've heard about Deontay Wilder was a sparring partner saying he's looking like he's better than ever. He's looking sharp, yada yada. I don't care about predictions and all that shit. That's the best news that I've heard. Because that's what we should have been focused. That like I said, the focus, all that other shit done. That shit should have been done a long time ago. But see, the bullshit that's being said, well, somebody got to be like, nah, I got to call bullshit on bullshit. Some of us did, some of us didn't. But at the end of the day, that's what the focus should be on. The third fight. When people are still talking about this, that, and the third, and this happened, that, and then sources saying somebody said, and then this and this, and it's always the same thing. Everybody other than... That'd be like me having somebody come and do this interview for me. Well, Aries said. Well, Aries said this, and then Aries said that. Well, then what the fuck is Aries? Why the fuck he don't talk for himself? Why the fuck he got you narrating for him? If you're going to be saying that, you should just be saying this is what you think, not what the fuck Aries said. I can talk for my fucking self. I don't need nobody to speak for me, translate for me. So all of that was lies. That's all that shit was. Like Showbiz said, they tried to build him up to be Superman. Ain't that what the fuck I said like 20 fucking videos ago? But y'all making him look foolish. Then I thought about it and I said, nah, Deontay is not even responsible for what y'all saying. And the fact that he's allowing y'all to say this because he want y'all to think that he got cheated, not beat fair and square. He's okay with that. Y'all heard Tay Jones sit there and say, I'm in the house with Deontay right now. I had a couple of my family, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about my subscribers. I had a couple of my family ask me, do you think maybe Tay Jones might not even really know Deontay? I'm like, man, at this point, who knows? Who knows, man? Because they got all kinds of bullshit going on over there. At the end of the day, bro, if Deontay Wilder was so beat up and banged up the way people tried to make it seem, there's no way he'd be ready to fight now. He wouldn't have been ready to fight no damn July. At the end of the day, that's not what it's about. The excuses and the bullshit, the lies. People always talk about how the truth comes to light. But you know what's so funny? Anything that sounds stupid, y'all gravitate towards it and try to make it like it's possible. Anything that's logical and reason, good reason and logic, oh no, man, no. So what was so good about the interview? Because Tay Jones sat there and spoke for him and made up a bunch of bullshit. He said that he tore his shit off the bone. Shelly Finkel's like, he didn't suffer any major injury. He just banged his arm up a bit. Where's the scars at, man? Look at Shannon Briggs' motherfucking arm. Look, you could listen. We know what happens when that happens. We know it. We know how it goes down. We know. I'm not, and it's not even about convincing y'all. Y'all, we already know y'all motherfucking heads are like rocks. Y'all got rock ass heads. Y'all think y'all know every goddamn thing because somebody told y'all something is true. Somebody came up and told you you're a whore. Would you believe it? Damn, I am a whore. Shit. Damn, all this time I've been a whore. Thanks for telling me, man. I didn't know. I'm a whore. Come up off of that, man. Y'all keep talking about, oh, everybody's attacking Deontay. Do you know how stupid y'all sound every time somebody make a video trying to defend bullshit and just making up shit? First off, we got social distancing going on. Ain't nothing happening. Where's all this new evidence coming from? Well, it's crazy because every time we hear evidence, a name comes up or some nameless, faithless person, somebody say, like I said, sources say, but where's all this shit coming from? But Deontay ain't saying nothing. You know why Deontay ain't saying nothing? Because Deontay got beat. He knows he got beat. And he needs to train and focus to get back in there and try to go get his belt back. That's what he need to be doing. I told y'all he's going to dismiss all of this shit. When he speak, he's not bringing this up. He's not talking about this. This is y'all bullshit. Y'all trying to sell this bullshit. So yeah, they trying to sell a fight. No, but that wasn't their intentions. They was making excuses and making up lies. The man sat there and said he tore the meat off the bone. Shelly Finkel said no. Sparring partners say no. Junior Fire, whatever. He never said he tore it. This was y'all misconstruing shit. He never said that. He said he didn't know the extent of how bad he hurt his arm. And on some real shit, if JD's and Shelly Finkel and all those guys, y'all keep talking about Marcellus Wilder and Tay Jones, if them motherfuckers sitting there doing negotiations, you don't think that Wilder gonna say, yo, this fight gotta get called off of there and I hurt my arm, or I gotta go get checked out, something. They would rather cancel that fight, let him heal, instead of promote the fight, than let the fight go on knowing this man's not 100%. But y'all don't think like that. Y'all walking around here mad and making up stupid ass excuses as to why he lost, and that's all y'all doing. So I'm glad Showbiz did what he did. Now you think about the interview that Kurt just did with Tay Jones. So as convincing as Tay Jones might have been to the people who want to believe that bullshit, how you feel now? How you feel right now, knowing that it's bullshit? And the thing is, it was nothing but common sense. So when I say give the benefit of a doubt, okay, let this shit marinate. It just came out this morning. Okay, cool. By noon, we should hear something. Nothing. Next day, nothing. Next day, nothing. But in the land of YouTube, oh, all these injuries and all this crazy shit is happening in the sport of boxing. Nah. Bro, y'all got to grow up, man. Y'all got to stop acting like a bunch of little kids. Act like y'all don't have a thinking process. Common fucking sense. Imagine if I fucking told you, oh, I just broke my fucking leg. I can feel from the ankle all up to my knee. Oh, that shit broke. And then I run across the street and run back. Are y'all that stupid that you'd believe that my leg is broken? I'm not fucking limping or nothing. I'm just running around, but my leg is broken. Okay, you might have hurt your leg, but that bitch ain't broke. Y'all at least have that kind of common sense, right? It's like I keep telling y'all, man. Y'all be coming on my channel saying stupid shit. And it's like, bruh, I thought about, some shit I don't see, but some shit I'm not even responding to. If you want to talk to me like a grown adult, cool. But if you want to make little stupid, childish comments, I'm going to fucking ignore your ass. I told you, if you don't like what I say, then delete yourself or I delete you. It's as simple as that. I don't give a fuck about us agreeing to disagree. That shit don't bother me. I don't care about that. It's conversations. Y'all not robots. I don't own you. I have no control over what you think, just like you have no control over me. It's just conversation. But when y'all come on here saying stupid shit, it's like y'all need to understand. Y'all sound like I think y'all probably be sitting there writing love letters to Deontay Wilder, man. The way half of y'all like y'all probably be Deontay, I love you so much. Please be my Valentine, man. I just can't stop talking about you. I can't. Anytime somebody says something I don't like, I get pissed. I get emotional. I don't like people talking bad about you, Deontay. Good old DW. I love you. Please respond. I love you. That's probably what y'all be sitting there doing. I've never seen grown-ass men getting mad because other grown men are conversating and not buying into the bullshit. I don't give a shit how y'all feel about no goddamn fighter. I don't give a fuck about that. Somebody told me, oh, AJ suck. I said, well, that's good for you. You suck for even fucking thinking I care. You know shit what you think about AJ or whoever. Me and AJ not fucking friends. I'm not buddies with none of them. What do I care? I don't care what you think about no fighter. Y'all gotta grow the fuck up. Like I don't even want stupid people on my channel. I'm telling you right now. You got that stupid vibe. You wake up in the morning, have that nice tall glass of stupid juice. Keep that shit away from me. Because I ain't got time for that bullshit. You playing with the wrong fucking person. I don't play them fucking games. Take that shit to one of them channels that sit there and nurture that bullshit, and that's gonna sit there and try to explain when you too fucking stupid to understand common sense. That's all it is common sense. Think about it, stupid asses. Oh, a fighter has a dent in his head. You're cleared to fight. Torn bicep? Nah, that's a scratch. You're cleared to fight. Oh, you was hit with a blunt metal object. Oh, the man had an egg white in his bag. Oh, he did this and he did that. No charges being pressed? Nah, man, fighters don't press charges, man. You know, they just handle it different, man, because... Shut your stupid, ignorant asses up, man. Just shut the hell up, man. At the end of the day, he lost. He got a chance to get his title back. And that's where the focus should be. That's what my focus is going to be on in terms of this situation. So me hearing this, I basically just felt like, yo, what Showbiz did was cool, man. And even though Kurt didn't ask the questions that most people wanted him to ask, it was cool. You know why? Because you compare what Tay Jones said versus what this other guy just said versus what Shelly Finkel just said, and then you add all that up with some logic and reasoning. Y'all should be sitting there like, oh, damn, I feel stupid. Yeah. I told you motherfuckers a long time ago. I gave the benefit of a doubt because when you hear news, okay, let's see where this goes. Let's see what, and then all of a sudden, nothing. Nothing. Come on, man. It's like, nah. That's too much. Nah. We talking about the heavyweight champ of the world. Okay, one of the heavyweight champs of the world. And he went through all of this and nobody is just on YouTube. That's all. Tyson Fury's going to jail. Tyson Fish is going to happen. He's facing years up in prison. All this bullshit, and y'all believe it. Him and Sugar Hill sitting up here making fun of the whole situation. They laughing at the dent in his head. Those comments, laughing at the glove, all that glove game shit. They laughing at this shit. And y'all sitting up here crossing your fingers, hoping the man go to jail because he cheated. Because look at the picture. Well, look at this and look at that and look at this and look at that. Right. Yeah, doctors just going giving medical reports on Deontay, giving X-rays up and all that, doing autopsies on people that's still alive and shit, all kinds of spooky shit, little goofy ass shit. Y'all sitting up here talking about Deontay Wilder this and that. Nah, bruh. Y'all motherfuckers are just obsessed with him. It's not that we don't like Deontay, even if we did, whether we did or didn't. So what? But it's not that we don't like Deontay. I don't know any of them say I like them or know them. I say I like this guy as a fighter. I don't know these people. Like I said, you might meet these motherfuckers in person and like, man, this fucking asshole. I don't know these people personally. You understand what I'm saying? So it ain't about that. And like I said, the majority of the shit that we debunking anyway, well, everything, it's coming from y'all. The whole costume shit, that was his excuse. All that other stuff was coming from these channels. And y'all sat there and ate that shit up. And you really believe that this man had a dent in his head, but his doctor going to clear him to come and fight. All these other people that get involved in this shit and putting the fight together going to jeopardize they fucking... Are you serious? Are you really serious? Deontay's so powerful. He fucking tore his fucking bicep off and he about to go in the ring and fight. He's a warrior. Y'all really believe that shit happened. That's why I said, I take my time, I do the videos, give it time, let it marinate, let's see what's nothing. Like, hell no, ain't nothing happening. So I told y'all, he's going to dismiss this shit. Nothing's happening. Fury ain't going to jail. None of this shit is happening. He's not even concerned with this. He don't want nothing to do with this. Makes sense now, don't it? Don't it? So watching Tate Jones sit there and have his conversation with Kurt DeVille just proves that he can lie with a straight face. It's common sense, because even when I watch the video, I'm saying to myself, Kurt, come on, man, ask him this and this to myself, like, man, all right, well, he didn't. This is not like I saw it like it was a live video. I just saw the video, but I'm watching like, But like I say, I think it was a good thing because it was a non-LDBC guy. So regardless to what Kurt thought, what he felt, nobody could say, well, it was another biased channel. Even though people was roasting Kurt in the comments. But this ain't about Kurt. This ain't about, you know what I'm saying? But the point is, now you get to watch that video again. And just listen to all these accusations. I told you, that's all you was going to get was more claims, more accusations. That's all. More finger pointing. That's all you was going to get. You wasn't going to get no evidence. What evidence? What evidence? He said, she said. That's your source of facts, opinions, lies, and bullshit. He said, she said. Oh, it's true. Why? He said it. He said it. Do y'all know that I could jump? Do you know that? I could jump. I could actually touch the moon. What? You don't believe me? You want to see me do it? Just take my word for it. That's the shit y'all be on. That's what y'all be on. Some fairy tale hocus pocus bullshit, man. Somebody say something that you want to believe and it's true. Nah. Look, I'm glad Showbiz did what he did. I'm glad Kurt had that interview with him because look at what came to the table. And all this is basically, this ain't even to take down Deontay. This ain't about that. This is basically, y'all need to watch who y'all listen to and stop following these goofy ass, fake news giving ass motherfuckers and stop fucking acting like little kids chasing behind people for information. Stand up and be fucking men and women. Y'all ain't no stand up motherfuckers. Y'all just a bunch of puppets, man. Act like a bunch of little kids. That's why I don't respond to a lot of shit. A lot of times I don't hear shit. Certain shit I'm like, man, I'm not even. You say some stupid shit, I'm skipping right over your comment. Simple. Simple. Anyway, that's all I'm going to say on this. Catch y'all on the next one.